everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your friendly neighborhood makeup hobgoblin here. Quick prompt, go follow me on Instagram. I'm always on over there. You can message me. I'm always posting stories, mainly like actual life stuff, just because a lot of you guys are my friends. So make sure you're following me over there. And today we're gonna do my normal thing and we're just gonna get ready. So I'm gonna start with the Auric Glow Lust. I feel like this might, not to encourage like shopping, but I do feel like this is going on sale. I don't know, it might be good for you to see it. I've got selenite and I just kind of put a giant hair on my thing. I just kind of put it on, I go from my chin around my mouth. I use this in place of any other base product besides, of course, like I already put moisturizer on. So I just kind of place this everywhere else, avoiding kind of where I put concealer. I don't really love the way this formula melds with certain concealers, and yeah, just throwing it on. Today looks like a really nice day, so I threw on like a little summer dress and I can just be flowy and not worry about anything. We bought a off-brand Roomba. It's called like Eufy, and she's downstairs running, so I'm hoping she doesn't get stuck while I'm filming because she likes to get stuck. Let's go in with some concealer. I have been loving the No. 7 Lift and Luminate Serum Concealer. I have the shade Light Medium. It's not a very good shade range, but I really like this concealer, and I also really like it over spots. Now, I do feel like yesterday after I did my, like by the time I got home, keep in mind I had my makeup on for like 15 hours yesterday. It did look really dry on my chin, but I feel like it was a mix of the Auric and powder and having my makeup on for 15 hours. But I've really been enjoying it, and I'm putting it right on my inner like corner area. And then this is the complexion brush from Moda that I got because of Julia Adams. It came in like a set. I found it at TJ Maxx 2 years ago. Oh my god. All right, let's get back into it. I want everyone who watches this video to comment down below something positive. It can be little, it can be big. For me, it's something as little as, well, it's big to me. I've been really motivated to clean again after I got back from my vacation. I kind of went in a little bit of a slump, and I worked 6 days in a row, so I was like super dead. But today I was excited. I like put the towels in the wash, I started the vacuum, I have to run some errands, and I'm just kind of like, I'm proud to be motivated right now. So for me, I would say that's my positive thing, that I'm just really proud to be motivated. So whatever, big or small, but it's big to you, you let me know down below. Yeah, so there is that. I did wash a handful of my brushes the other day. I washed like my main eye brushes, and then I washed a lot of my main cream brushes. So that's nice that I have clean brushes. Let's go in with that Charlotte Tilbury bronzer again. Again, I have the shade 2 Medium. And we are just gonna put this on. And I did get another bronzer because you ever just, I don't know, I'm sure a lot of people that are into anything have an affinity for certain brands or certain things. Like it sounds bad coming out, but it's not. Like, I love Gucci. I love Gucci products, like their bags. I've had a Gucci purse for 6 years, I think, almost 6 years, that I like got for myself. I got it secondhand on Poshmark, and to this day I am so proud of like the deal I got. I got it since it was secondhand, I saved a lot of money. And since the product was over $500, it actually went from the seller to Poshmark headquarters, where they like verified it and then they repackaged it. And like even their little wrapping paper said Poshmark on it. And it was just a really lovely experience. And I don't know, I really love all the experiences I've had. When I was on my vacation, I went to a Gucci counter, and both times I went, because I went twice, the assistants were really kind. The first assistant, he was kind, but I wasn't really like, I was a lot more decisive. I wasn't really like searching, so it was mainly him like, oh, let me show you how it fits in the purse and like things like that. But the second guy that I had, I wanted a belt, and you know, you got to try on the belts. There's different sizes and widths. There's different sizes around your waist. And he was so kind and supportive that it made it an experience. And that's kind of what shopping is, an experience. Because I've been to places, or even like something as little as doctor's offices, where, oh my God, if someone is just rude to me, I like immediately shut down. I'm like, I'm never going back. Like if I call a doctor's office and they have a rude receptionist, I'm like, I'm not going there. I'm not, you know? And I think maybe some of it too is because I do have a service-related job and I deal with customers all day long, and never am I ever rude to someone, like at first glance. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like if I help reception, I answer the phone, I'm not like, hello, like what do you want? I don't know. Maybe that, you know, Monsters Inc. nailed it on the head with Roz, I guess. But yeah, so I had an amazing experience at Gucci, and they, you know, where am I going with this? Yes. It was just so lovely. And then I bought a lipstick. I can show it to you. Let me grab it. I got one of the matte lipsticks in the shade Painted Veil. This wasn't at the Gucci store. This was at the makeup counter. And it's just like a pink. Maybe we'll wear it today. I just really love Gucci. And it's nice packaging. You guys saw I did do a video with some other Gucci lipsticks, like some of the nudes. But I decided Gucci bronzer, I got the shade number 2, because it was a little bit more neutral than 3 and darker than 1. It's so cute. Apparently they used to have, they used to have all metal packaging, but now it's like a blue plastic, which I'm fine with. And there's a little brush in there, but I'm not gonna use the brush. I've left it open and out for like 24 hours to like soften the scent. But other than that, really loving that. Let's use my Sonia G Hinoki. This is they don't have a name for this one. This is the other brush. And I'm just going to dip in a little, and we're just going to lightly set the bronzer. And keep in mind, obviously, I'm putting a powder over cream. It's going to probably stick just a pinch, but not bad. I just want to look healthy, you know? And I guess I'm going to just be living my bougie life with my Sonia G brushes and my Gucci bronzer. I think it falls under one of those things where like the experience of a makeup item. Like I know there's beautiful bronzers at the drugstore. I have one from Maybelline that I think is lovely, but the packaging is just, you know, standard packaging. It doesn't give me an experience. It's kind of the same way I feel about Tom Ford. However, every product I personally have tried from Tom Ford has been amazing, 100% worth it. I've not regretted a thing. So it's hard. I'm biased, but I know some people that have tried Tom Ford things and didn't love them, and that's okay. But I think a big thing is, for me, I'm gonna have a good opinion on something if I've only had good experience with it. You know what I mean? Let's take the Kosas Brow Pop. I got this because of Julia Adams, and I have the shade medium brown because I don't like them too dark. I do feel like this does give a little bit more pigment into my brows than I normally prefer. So I'm gonna just go in really lightly, and I'm really just gonna go into the tail. Probably like that, just a little bit. Yeah, so my little vacation I had, we went to Seattle. It was amazing. Coming back though, I miss being home. You know, when you're on vacation, you need a vacation from your vacation. And like I've said 1,000 times, and I really don't mean to rub it in, I'm just loving my life. I love my job. I love my job so much. So when I came back from my vacation, I could not wait to get back to work, see my regulars, talk about my vacation, see what they've been up to since I've been gone, mess with them if they went to someone else while I was gone. Like, I just really, I really, really love my job, you guys. And now I have the Air Brow in the shade Medium Brown. One of my friends recommended this to me, and then also Julie Adams was using it, and I was having one of those days. I actually DoorDashed this because my Sephora, I live close enough to a big Sephora, and I assume it's a standalone. So some things I can get same day or next day delivery, and pros and cons of that, but it is really nice if there's something that you really wanted, or if you needed, like if I won't, and I never will, but if I were to run out of something, it's kind of nice. I don't have to drive to, because it's in more of like a mall area, and there's more traffic, and, you know, when I work, typically I'm getting out at like 5 or 7, and that is, not prime time to be driving to like a mall, you know? The only thing is it's kind of hard to close. Like, I really got to give it a good twist. But the packaging on these, adorable. Love that. So let's go in. I also have another Kosas product that I think I can use right now, actually. It's, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. That was weird. It's their Cloud Set Powder. I got in the shade Feathery. Again, I purchased this because of Julia Adams, and I've just been using it with a Real Technique brush. It's like really soft and big. And I set some under my eye. And then I'm a chin toucher, and with my job, like, there's little hairs flying everywhere. And sometimes, one of the reasons I don't always wear lipstick to work, because I'm in such a habit where if I have hair, I feel like I have hair on my face, I will go like this onto my shirt, and that's not good. That's never good. I really hope my fake Roomba isn't getting stuck. I named her Shelly, so we'll just call her Shelly. Because it'll send me a message, and it's like, Shelly's stuck, and I'm like, oh, Shelly, you're giving it the old college try, like, you're going all out. Another thing I ordered, very excited, right? So another brand that I have an affinity for, we've got Gucci, then we've got Tom Ford, and I just spoke about Tom Ford. I purchased the Illuminating Duo in Moonlight on my vacation because that's the only one you can get in stores, and I was upset and sad and bummed. I thought all the other ones were discontinued. I found out that Incandescent was still on sale, but these things are $90. So I ran my little butt to Mercari, and I found them for $40. And I assume it's because there's CCOs around, because I did order one from somewhere near me, and I know there's a CCO over there, and they were selling it for $40, free shipping, brand new. So I got Incandescent, and I have the other one coming today. But this is Incandescent. I mean, can you even? So let's take this Nabla brush. This is the Bonnie Mine brush. It's just kind of, you know. And I'm going to go into the pink because I've been using these as like blushes. You ready? Obviously, I don't use Moonlight as a blush because it's too light. I use it as like a blush topper and a highlight. But this one I can actually use as a blush. You guys. I mean, I have a little spot where things aren't sticking, but yep. Let's blur that out. Don't know why there's a little line on my cheek. Yep. Loving this. And then on the extreme other side, I need to stop shopping. I've definitely been struggling. That's a lot of blush. I've been struggling with, so I am an emotional buyer, but I'm an emotional buyer all the time. If I'm happy, I buy. If I'm sad, I buy. If I'm upset, if I'm frustrated, like with any emotion, I purchase makeup, and that's not great. We're gonna go for a sun-kissed, sunburnt look, because I put way too much on, but it still looks beautiful. Like, you can't tell me that it's, I mean, you could, but you can't, because I love blush, and no one's gonna stop me. I wonder what we're gonna do for eyeshadow. And then I'm also gonna use the highlighter in here. It's like gold, but with the baked formula, it doesn't give me a cast. Now, the other shade I purchased called Flicker, it's like a really dark gold with a dark, dark, dark brown. Like, it's gold and brown. And I'm excited to use that as like a bronzer topper, but not, because I'll even use it as just a regular bronzer, because I love that. You know what I mean? Like, I love it just, you know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do for eyeshadow? That is the question, because I'm very sad. I ordered from About Face, and I ordered over a month ago, and they were like, one of the products you ordered is out of stock. And I kind of was like, were you ever gonna tell me that? Nars primer, like, things happen. I'm not a Karen. But I was like, if something's out of stock, you should have notified me, like, that the order's gonna take longer, because after a month, it's a little sus for a brand to not have given you any information. But they said they're gonna mail things out the first week of June, and I didn't want to cancel my order because I really wanted these stupid eye paints. So I'm excited to get those, but where are, I want like a brown. I want a neutrally brown. Okay, maybe we'll dip into powder. Oh no, I know what I wanted to use. Sticking to the theme, Tom Ford. I was gonna use Suspicion, because I picked this up on my trip, and I think it'll be really pretty and just neutrally and lovely. So I don't think I'm gonna use a base so that y'all can see how this performs. So I'm gonna start with more of a smaller crease brush. This is from Blend Bunny, and it's the B5. And I'm gonna dip into this darkest shade in Suspicion. And I know these are expensive, and I know people are like, I don't know how, I can't, you know, I'll never pay that much. We're gonna put this on the outer corner, you know, pay that much for this type of product. But I mean, I was able to get the duos for half off on Mercari. So if you can find them, I would recommend brand new. Some people have different opinions on buying used makeup. I've bought used before, like, it happens. But if you can find one for half off, 40 bucks for a quad isn't that crazy. Because I know darn well people saying like they could never. They've probably spent more on indie singles that are like 15 bucks or like 17 to 20 bucks a piece, like if you think of Cleona. And again, it's not for everybody. I really do like to splurge on neutral shadows. I find the entire experience to be lovely, and that's kind of what makeup is. Like, you're not going to grab for things that you feel like, if you're getting ready in the morning and you have like a palette that you don't like and it makes you sad, or you think it's really ugly or something superficial, whatever, you're not going to use it. And if you do use it, you're going to be like, I hate my makeup. And then you're going to go to work hating what your look is. And like, where's the fun? Like, what good is that? Life is too short. You know, if you're not, as long as you're choosing to spend your money in an opinion in which you think is quote unquote wisely, like spend your money wisely, but that's relevant to each person. Just do whatever the heck you want. Do whatever you want. I mean, Tom Ford has yet to go out of business, right? So, love Tom Ford. Spoiler alert for House of Gucci, but it's real life and it already happened. I was so excited when they had him in the Gucci film, because he revamped Tom Ford, Tom Ford revamped Gucci, put them back on the map. Like, Oh, we love little Tom Ford. They took a chance on a kid and look where we are now. Like, his fragrances, I don't know, people know Tom Ford. Like, you hear it, you know it, and he did that. Good for him. I'm having a little weird area on this outer corner of my eye. But you know what? It happens a lot on that eye. So you see what I'm saying? I didn't even need to use a matte. Okay, let's go in with, I'm going to use this top corner shimmer here, and I'm going to start by applying it with my finger, and then I'm going to go in with the brush. But just look. And these are their baked formula. I have personally never felt the need to use this formula wet because I think it's stunning dry. So if I think this is stunning dry, then what in the heck could it possibly look like wet, you know? Would you guys be interested in me making a video regarding like quote unquote luxury makeup that I've tried and if I feel like it's worth it? Because I am just a regular person, you know? Like, one of my favorite YouTubers is Michelle Wong, and love her. She's amazing. But she's definitely in a different tax bracket. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all, but I feel like there's a big difference when you're more of a traditional, regular consumer. I'm using a brush for my inner corner because my nails are way too long, and I would totally be busting up my face. Okay, and now I'm going to take the lightest shade in this quad and put that on the inner corner. And again, they apply great with the brush. I have at least 10 Tom Ford eyeshadow palettes now. So if you would like to see a ranking or anything like that, I would love to do it. And I don't want to say I'm biased, but you know, it's a brand that everything I've tried has been amazing for me. So obviously I'm gonna have more of like a warm feeling towards it, and it feels slightly biased. So I'm gonna take the Makeup by Mario soft brown eye pencil, and I picked this up because of Julia Adams as well. Let me try to get in close. I'm really gonna just, oh, this is way warmer than the eye look. Oopsies. And then there's like a little brush on the end. Sorry if you can't see this. I've gone too far. Just gonna add that for a little depth. I'm probably actually gonna run over that with the brown from in here because it's significantly more of a lighter brown than I anticipated. I do think I might get this pencil in their dark brown because it's a really pretty formula. I don't know if you can see it. It blends really easily, and I haven't had any issues with I just haven't had any issues with it. It's a very soft brown, but then it's hard because I have dark browns from other brands, and I'm trying to be better at like, don't buy something you already have in that regard. Are these the right ends? I don't know. I don't know if his pencil thing, it's a big pencil too, and it came with a sharpener, but I gave the sharpener to a friend. So that's the eyes. And then for mascara, I've just been bebopping around. I've got a lot of mascara open right now, and it's definitely not great. What's this? Okay, Benefit Roller Lash. This is a mini. I do like the wand on this, and this is also a really nice one if you were to keep the wand after you're done with the mascara and like wash it off. Oh, I also have a video planned. I haven't filmed it yet, but I purchased all of the Revlon baked quads that are, in my opinion, a drugstore version of the Tom Ford baked formula. But spoiler, the only issue is I feel like some of the palettes are hit and miss. Like, you'll get two really good shades and then two like but then on Amazon they retail for $6. In store they're closer to $12. So for $6, 2 good eyeshadows is not a bad deal. You know what I mean? But we shall see. I am just a sucker for like a good shimmery brown, and there's a lot of good shimmery browns in that palette. Okay, I'm good with that. Let's find a lip liner to use with this Gucci lipstick. I think MAC Subculture maybe? I got a handful of MAC lip liners because of Julia Adams yet again, and I'm trying to... I don't want to say I'm trying to use them because that sounds silly. I am using them, you know? Okay. This is Subculture, and I haven't used this in a look yet. I've only swatched it. It's like a nudie pink. I like to use a lip liner because I do have some scars on the bottom of my lip and some discoloration. And I like the tiniest overline. But I have this scar here and it never holds pigment right. That'll do. I hate lining the top of my lip though, it's so hard. Can never get them even. Mainly because when I line them, I go outside the lines. All right. And again, I have the shade Painted Veil in their matte formula. And it does have a subtle scent to it, like a floral scent. However, it is not as bad as what the bronzer started with. I think it's a really lovely formula. All right, well, thank you guys for watching today's Get Ready With Me. If you are on a no-buy, everything I said, negate, everything I used, you don't need it, trash. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye.